What's on?
It's recording.
Oh, okay.
Whether or not audio's working, we'll find out.
Alright.
Sit down, seriously, make yourself at home.
Will do. Just give me a sec. Let me see if this thing still works.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did something with the home button on the iPod.
What did you break on it now? Well, that was the one that had the battery no, that wasn't the battery damaged one.
No. Oh, this thing might actually just be low on battery. My menu button is stickier than it normally would be. But it works perfectly fine. There's one where the clips are all ripped out of it. The one with the CF card.
Whatever happened to that CF adapter, that laptop CF adapter I showed you with the space the other day?
I put it back on the shelf because I don't work on any iBooks anymore.
You know you can use that in more than just the iBook, right?
Oh, I know you can use it in more than just the iBook, but I'd like to be using spinning storage in anything that wasn't the iBook anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't want to buy 64 gig CF cards. They're expensive. Compared to, you know, I can go buy an 80 gig IDE hard drive.
But no, like you can use them in older laptops where, like, I don't know, you put like an 8 gig card in there and like Windows 98 is going to love you for the rest of its life. Well,
yes.
Or Windows 95 actually. Windows 98 might be a bit more resource intensive.
Yeah. I mean, that laptop currently has a hard drive in it though, and it works well. And it'll mean that I have like basically 0 IOPS.
Right.
The IOP operations will be so fast.
Seriously, sit down. Play on your MacBook. You're making me anxious just kind of standing there.
Okay.
And, oh, no, I still have a billion screws to take out.
What sort of cleaner are you using for the keys?
Windex.
Windex.
Knockoff Windex.
Well, it has ammonia. Perfect.
The thing is, that's all I have left. There's not much left in the bottle.
Well, let's go get some more ammonia-based off-brand Windex.
That's hard to do at like 8 o'clock at night.
I don't mean right now. I guess add that to the shopping list.
I think they've already added that. Unfortunately, it's not like the Windows 98 Smart House of the future, where it automatically adds it to the shopping list.
Once it's been thrown in the trash.
Telling you, man, there's something about that like late 90s like smart home aesthetic that I absolutely dig. It's kind of like right there with that mid 80s home automation system, where it's like, sure, it's a monochrome touch CRT that's in the wall, but it's so well optimized. It's not running Linux, it's not running Unix, it sure as hell ain't running MS-DOS, it's just running some custom rolled application where like they basically had to design the layout of your house and embed it into system ROM. Like, it's so well done.
Or a bunch of applications.
Exactly. This is why I like X10 so much. The Butler in the box and the home automation system both use the same system.
Oh yeah, there's an X10 dongle or something like that that you put into the Mac. I mean, not the Mac, the Windows. Is it 95 or 98?
It doesn't matter, really. It's a serial port or USB device.
All right. So the X10 uses serial?
Yep.
How many devices can you use with X10?
256 devices.
Does it bog down after?
No, because there's no chatter. It's a unidirectional communications protocol. The biggest issue is that you cannot have EMI or RFI noise in your power lines. Otherwise, you have to do active filtering. The easiest way I can think of doing that is take a polyester filter capacitor for noise suppression, and when you install like an outlet or a wall outlet or a light switch anywhere in the house, pretty much just every single one, just wire one across the terminals.
That works.
Those typically don't fail, like the epoxy oil paper capacitors, which kind of go boom and give off a ton of smoke, but they're great for noise suppression, and usually that works. I actually have a special tool for that. One side just broadcasts, and the other side just basically tells me what my reception dB is.
Nice.
So I can basically go around and evaluate an entire site and say, oh well, these rooms here are like weaker reception, so you might either want to put a booster or you want to figure out like that stereo needs to be moved. The problem is a lot of this predates digital electronics. So if you have any kind of cheap Chinese crap that's not going to support, why is that so filthy? That's not going to support noise filtering, and it should have noise filtering, but hey, like 30 cents savings is 30 cents savings, then you plug that in, it basically kills the entire X10 system in the house.
Great. Or like a crappy off-brand Mac adapter, or something like that. Just
yeah.
Like awful, awful noise.
Yeah. Alright. Spring.
What was I going to ask you next about X10? Oh, let's say you wanted to turn on every device in the house on at the same time.
All on.
It would need to individually address each one?
It basically just kind of scrolls. It just, remember, it does the house code thing. So you have a letter and a number which designates each module in the house. Or you can have multiple modules designate to the same number and to the same house code and unit code. So you can actually group set modules together into one like command.
Oh, nice. So you could say like every module like A through F.
Well, you could, for example, set. You could technically have like the upstairs and downstairs exterior lighting set to set to address A4, and instead of having like A4 and B4, so instead of having to like say okay A4 and B4 turn on, you can just say okay A1 turn on.
Yeah.
And it's just like bam, they're both on. The only issue with being unidirectional is that the computer has no verification that the command has been acknowledged. As a result, when you group them, you can either go out of sync, or if you're having noise issues, it'll send the command, nothing will happen. It'll just send the command.
Yeah. I mean, this is all offline, but with the Google Home that I've set up with the Hue, there are so many points where it can break. So one, the home has to be connected up to Wi-Fi.
Right.
The Hue has to be wired into Ethernet. Those have to both be working in order for me to send off a voice command to the lights. Then if the lights don't turn on or off, there actually is confirmation to the Hue or the Hue base where things have turned on or off. Yeah. But it's weird and it doesn't work half the time.
There's a couple of weird hacks I've seen for X10, part of which because it's so insecure, I guess, by modern standard. But like, for example, the curtain openers only open and close curtains, like by using the on and off command, which is basically like on curtains open, off curtains closed. But I've seen people, what they've done is that the X10 command also lets you set multiple levels of brightness, so you can actually dim stuff. So what they're doing is that they're taking a regular incandescent lamp module, and they're using the feedback from it. So sure, on and off is still opened or closed, but depending on how much you've dimmed it for Venetian blinds, you basically have a motor which is with a variable resistor that's set to the end of it, so you can adjust exactly where you want it. So you can set like, you can have the curtains, you can have like the blinds closed, but the Venetians are set to like 1/4 open. Alright. And off come the keys. Control 3. Made in Italy, alright.
How to control X10 devices with Google Home or Amazon Echo. This could be an interesting proposition.
And remember how much X10 stuff I have.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like, X10 is my spirit animal.
Oh, wait, so if the X10 unit is serial, then what you do is you just get a modern computer and you just get it to shoot all over the commands.
Well, it doesn't even need to be serial, because there's also versions of the X10 PC interface that are USB.
Raspberry Pi at that point.
Yeah.
Or, you know, whatever. As long as it can be internet connected. Yeah, this one is a Raspberry Pi.
I think Active Home, like its last version, had something resembling like modern internet remote control. But otherwise, for stuff like that, well, even for the HomeMinder system right over there, it has a modem on the back of it. I can call the HomeMinder system over a phone line and control the lighting in the house.
But are you?
Why not? Sure, it makes the house...
just like dial 1 to turn off lights.
I'm not entirely sure. I've not actually done anything. I should make a video about that one day.
Yeah.
I gotta get the house wired to X10 first.
I mean, just get most of the house wired to X10.
9 o'clock, huh?
Yeah. I like the voice reminders because it reminds me just how late I've been on. Like, I'll just get it, tell it's like, it is 6 a.m.
This is what happens when you play VR too much. You just kind of get lost.
I don't play that much VR. Oh, and
more.
Yeah, no.
Okay, give me a second here. I gotta go blow this out.
Alright.
You know, it's occurred to me, this is an amazing opportunity I'm losing right here. I should be live streaming, doing a YouTube live stream right now. Oh well. Future.
I mean, you could firewire this camera up to your... Oh, you could firewire it up to a Mac, actually. For future reference.
Yeah, we can totally do that next time.
Yeah, OBS.
OBS gives so much grief.
It's not giving you grief, it's giving you... It's not giving you grief as much as it's giving you coding trouble. I'm actually going to find that out.
Now figure out what the hell happened to OBS there to make that so crap.
Wow.
I hate this modern stuff. Anyways, I'm in this far enough at this point here. I'm just going to see if I can peel off these pucks and verify. Oh god, they're each individually. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, yeah, they're dirty. Okay. Looks like we're going in.
I think that with the Mac that you might only be able to... I don't know how powerful these Macs are in terms of streaming. Because this is before the NVIDIA codec could do acceleration.
All you're doing is just piping direct out, no editing or effects. At the end of the day, YouTube just basically has a built-in plugin, I believe, where it's like, hi, I'm a webcam and a microphone. Let's stream to my account. Go.
Yeah. That still uses processing power from on your PC, though.
Yeah, but then that doesn't require OBS.
It doesn't require... Oh, yeah, this is true. But if you want to add effects or anything...
Again, no effects. It's just going to be like casual, like, I'm working on this right now. Ugh. I really wish there was a better adjustment for setting the height on this microscope. There we go. Did you play with my... Did you play with this?
No, I didn't. I put it side to side, but that was it.
Oh, right.
Why is one eye out?
I was like, why is this so hard on the one eye? Oh, yeah. The carbon pads on this look really good.
Well, I mean, they've been covered their entire life.
Well, the thing is that the constant contacting will wear them out.
Interesting.
I've heard suggestions on how you replace it, because basically it's just a it's carbon mixed with glue. Or epoxy, I think is a better word to say. Alright.
This installation will use up 365 megabytes. I'm really glad I didn't go to 128 gig SSD in this Mac.
How come?
While it would be really, really fast, it would also suck because I constantly have to worry about storage. Also, the 500 gigabyte hard drive is pretty good. It's 7,200 RPM. Once you get to that point, you're reaching how fast you can actually make the Mac.
Fair enough. Alright, and just a quick. Solvents.
My favorite. I only huff MG chemicals.
I only huff the finest of chemicals. That's why I choose MG chemicals as my inhalant of the night.
MG chemicals is based out of Richmond, I think? Something like that. I can find out for you.
Produced in Canada by MG Chemicals, Toronto.
Oh, so Toronto.
Were you about to say Richmond, Ontario? Richmond Hill?
Richmond Hill? Okay, yeah. I guess I just read it wrong.
Where did you get Richmond from?
I don't know. Remember, MG Chemicals makes a lot of different stuff.
Which is kind of cool because they do make photo developer.
Oh.
Or photo etch developer.
Well, I mean, they also make 3D printer filament. I think that we've had a few rolls at the Makerspace.
Wasn't that stuff crap?
No. That was the crap that I ordered from California from some, yeah. It was not good.
I don't like how these buttons went in. Watch me find out I've screwed this up somehow. I think that's better. If it doesn't work, I'm going to blame you.
No.
I'm just blaming you arbitrarily.
No blame.
Oh, fine.
Well, if you blame yourself, then you're going to have to blame me.
Okay, it's keyed, actually. Okay, so I can't do it that way. Isn't it? Yes! That's interesting.
Maybe it was just in a different spot.
I think it's just the way I laid it down. If I press too hard on it, it bows on either side. But now it's going to suck because I have to put these all back in. Ugh.
Tweezers might help.
Actually, can I see? How the hell does that even work?
Magic.
I'm just going to say it's magic here. If it doesn't work, it was free as it began with. And I'm just going to probably, like, lose sleep saying, I broke it. I broke it.
Who makes this keyword again?
Roland.
Roland. Do you have any other Roland keywords?
All I have is the Emacs and the DX7.
I wonder if any of them.
And the keytars.
Yeah, I wonder if any of them share membranes.
Nope. I can guarantee you, the DX7 doesn't even use membranes.
Interesting. What does it use?
God, springs. I don't even want to open the thing up because it's just such a pain in the ass. Like, this here is like, sure, like, enthusiast or like kind of prosumer. Like, I have a synthesizer module, but I don't actually want to need the whole keyboard. And then there's the DX7, which is like, we're going out on stage with this.
We're going out on stage with this versus I don't think it will work. Could I put my iPod on your dock? I don't think it'll sync. It won't sync with iTunes.
You can dock your pod anytime.
Oh God.
No, it's gonna complain and say blah blah blah.
That will charge.
It will. Yeah, it'll charge over FireWire.
Cool. You gonna pop yours out? Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna make a little chirpy noise.
Yeah, I'll mount it first.
My iPod? Is it not in disc? Is it in disc mode right now?
It says charge.
Okay, just pull it out.
All right.
Little tiny pegs here. I heard that.
What was that?
So there's a little tiny piezo, I believe, in the dock itself, which just kind of like confirms that the iPod is seated.
That's different.
It's adorable, isn't it?
I'm mad now. I feel like I bought the wrong dock now. Because mine doesn't.
That's one of the things that happens when you get an iPod. You're like, you want to have all the accessories. Because they all do weird little things.
Well, yeah, that's why you have an accessory bin.
The bin. I still want to get to see if that first-gen iPad actually does anything. Like, you can't get apps for it without jailbreaking it now, but...
No, I mean, it'll also be really, really easy to jailbreak at this point. Oh.
What the hell do you even put on an iPad that old?
Teleprompters.
You know the Data Eater will do teleprompting if I want. That's an option I can get for it.
I mean, it will, but...
Is there really nothing else it can do besides, like, PDFs?
Read a book. Read a book. I don't know.
God.
It might do YouTube.
I just assume it won't.
It
The
won't.
4S has been like... Okay, I can't say it's incapable of doing it, but it's just been slow and unusable for years.
What do you mean? My iPod Touch can still use YouTube perfectly fine.
Well, I mean, like, the app is slow, I find.
Well, I mean, it's slow, but, you know, that's the caveats of using an iPhone, well, an iPhone 4S.
I like the 4S.
Well, the 4S is a nice phone. Remember, the iPod Touch 4th Gen is a slower device than that one, and I've been watching YouTube on that almost most nights now.
Fair enough.
Well, because I have that screen burn in on my S7.
How did
It's awful.
you and your webcomic sites.
What webcomic sites?
Anyways.
No, it's mostly Discord. Because this keyboard is burned in forever. And also YouTube, the like button is burned in forever as well.
Let's see how these contacts look. I really should be doing this before I put it back together. I just want to see what those marks are. Looks really slick.
I love how the PTZ is called a mini zone camera. Or mini speed dome camera.
It's welcome to Chinese product naming.
Chinese product naming. Probably.
What pisses me off is I had a PictureTel PTZ unit for years, but it turned out the PTZ referred to the model name and not like the actual standard it used. Because it's RS-232, not RS-485, so it doesn't work. It's like, damn it! Alright, fine, screw this, I'm getting a dome camera.
Great.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks fine if you ask me.
I wonder if this battery's actually charging.
It should be charging.
I think what I meant to say is I wonder how many cycles are on this battery. I'll check later.
Oh yeah, you need my login. Hold on a sec.
Yeah. I'll check how many cycles are on the battery for you. I think I have like 700, which is nearing the 1,000 zone where it's like the battery's almost unusable.
Well, that's the thing with the hackery. Like, you can get batteries that are going to give you a charge. They're not going to be great, but it's better than a lot of products where it's like, oh, the battery's dead. Oh, how much is a new battery? $70.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how long is this one? How long is this battery going to last me? 45 minutes with, like, very paranoid power-saving methods. Sure, that's fine enough. The MagSafe will take care of the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got this one from the Hackery for 20, and yeah, I just had to do a lot of repair on it. And I get about an hour and 30 minutes with YouTube.
Hour and 30 from that battery?
Yeah.
Nice.
If I'm not browsing YouTube, I get about two-ish hours. If I'm just text chatting. Stuff like that.
Text chatting.
Oh, mostly Discord.
Actually, what does the battery info say now that I've cycled that a couple of times?
What do you mean by that? This thing has less charge cycles than mine. By a long shot. This thing probably gets a few hours at that.
What does it say for charge cycles?
Well, it says 358.
That's it?
Oh wait, no. Wrong one. 348.
That's still really good.
That is like below 400.
What are you at?
Let me find out. My charge cycles are a little bit embarrassing. I'm at 742 cycles.
Notice his charge cycles. Oh, whoa, what's this?
Jesus.
Just means that you can't last longer than the better ones.
Well, I mean, man, when I had my 2011 Mac Pro, that thing was spec'd out. It had 8 gigs of RAM. It had a 400 gigabyte SSD.
You said MacBook Pro or Mac Pro? Hold on a second here.
MacBook Pro.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, wait, you had a Mac Pro?
No.
Why the hell did you want to go back to a G5? Anyways, yeah, MacBook Pro.
This was a long time ago. I sold that Mac to my mother when I needed money.
No.
Yeah, she currently uses it for her business now. She doesn't actually use any of the things that require power from it.
My mother's more than enjoyed the iMac I got her. Well, when the power supplies aren't shitting the bed.
Does it have a Core 2?
Yes, it's Core 2.
Nice. That was like the first generation of Core 2.
That's like a 2008 model unit.
Yeah.
So.
Because there was a time where all the Core 2 iMacs were all just white plastic.
Yeah, I remember those. Well, there's some at the Hackery. You saw those in the recycle bin.
I sure did.
Those things had huge screens, too. I remember when we used to be able to sell those at the flea market. And you'd be like, oh, you got a MacBook? No, but we do have this. Oh, okay. I'll cover a table for you if you give me that. Like, alright, sure. Also, buy me lunch. It's like, okay. Man.
And nowadays you'd be happy to get $50 for it.
Something like that. Well, we'll see what happens. It's coming up on tourist season over there. I don't know if... Oh, God. No, wait. We don't have that booth at the flea market anymore. Those were dark days. Right. Why aren't you sitting down? You're wandering around again.
Because I'm looking at stuff. Jeez.
Oh. Tell me what you see.
All the things.
Well, I can probably explain more to you. Did you know that tape machine you were playing with earlier has auto reverse on it? Not the Lyric. The Sony one.
Which Sony one?
The one that's up there on the shelf.
Oh, yeah, of course it has auto reverse. It probably even says auto reverse. It does not. Usually there's an auto reverse switch. Yes, there is. Direction mode.
Yeah. I find that kind of nice because that means I don't even have to flip the damn tape now.
Well, you probably also have a dual deck mode where it'll take one deck, it'll flip the tape, and then, or not flip the tape, but it'll flip the other head. And then when that deck is done, it'll switch over to the next deck.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically like A-B repeat. A-B repeat. Side A, side B. Tape. Tape deck A, tape deck B. Repeat.
Glory days. When you got to brag to your friends, I have 2 cassette decks on my stereo. What are you using it for? Mixtapes.
AKA music pirating.
Hey. Mixtapes are a godsend.
Oh, they sure are. When the only like 4 songs out of an entire album are actually good. I just want those ones, nothing else.
Someone needs to make an album like that, of like major bands, but you make albums of like their songs that almost no one remembers because they were like the 4th or 5th song into the tape, and just everyone was like totally turned off by that. We're like, what is this crap? It doesn't chart. It's just one of their songs.
Oh, I've definitely heard a lot of those by this point.
Okay, I've made a mistake here.
What have you done?
I did not verify exactly where each key went before I did this.
Grab a picture of it.
Yeah, give me a picture. PC-200, PC-200 Mark II.
PC-200 Dash Mark II?
PC-200 Mark II. Just give me a photo of the keyboard and then just put it over here.
All the units on here are white.
Yeah. Well, this one here is like platinum white-ish. Greasy. I just need it. I'll probably need this for like a dozen or so. Oh man.
Is this one better?
Okay, so I
Is
got
this even the right case?
Hmm?
Where'd you put the casing for this?
It's right
Oh,
there.
yeah,
That's
it's the same
silver,
one.
bro.
It's the same one.
You colorblind.
What do you mean? That's gray. That is totally gray, John.
Silver.
Alright. See what you made.
Hi, welcome to 8-Bit Keys. Oh, I gotta do this. Remember, you don't need musical talent to use a keyboard. You're just gonna make crap music. That's good. That's fine.
Alright.
That's fine. I don't care about anything else on there.
Well, yeah, you just need enough resolution to be able to see the white and black
I keep
pixels.
doing this to myself. That's what pisses me off.
You're not
I'll put the keyboard together and take it apart, and I'll get ready to put it back together, and I'm like, uh-oh, I know I missed a step again. I should really know this by now.
Well, I mean, then there was us in Vancouver when we took apart the Model M, or was that just you? No, that was just you and Jack.
Were you there for that?
Oh, I briefly saw the key setup, and that, like, you set out all the keys nicely where they were, just like sort of a matter of popping them back in.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you can
that.
have a look at things.
No. Part of my distaste for the Model M comes back to when I was a kid in school and I was a little shit. I dumped glue onto, we had our school was like, the entire school district was contracted by IBM. So everything was IBM. Like, the secretary we had a wheelwriter, all the printers were IBM, like, everybody had, like, there were EduQuest machines, like, in all of the classrooms. We had some sort of, like, IBM baseband network, so everything kind of net booted, so it didn't have to deal with hard drives and all that. Math Blaster, like, Troubleshooters Inc., Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego, like, all that stuff people are nostalgic about. Yeah, I remember that. But I was a little shit, and Treasure Mountain be Treasure Mountain, I got pissed off with it, so I grabbed a little bottle of Elmer's glue and dumped it onto the keyboard. Now, obviously, I got in trouble for this, but the teacher, I had to stay there, like, later, because I didn't live far from the school, and I had to, like, take all the keys off the keyboard, wash them, and then looking at another keyboard, put them back on again. And then I was, yeah, anyway, teachers weren't happy with me with that. 1, 2, oh crap.
Well, I wonder where your love for taking things apart and putting them back together comes from.
No, that's from other stuff, I can assure you.
Oh, all right.
Oh, man. I've made a okay, no, I got it. Woohoo! Oh, I see. Are they all... Hold on. F, A3, I think I'm starting to remember this now. B4, oh no! G2, C5. Vietnam flashbacks hitting me right now. D6, what's going on? I said, hey, what's going on?
You watch the keys?
I'm washing them basically as I do this here. I have those dampened down.
Okay.
Because this is a mess. We've been doing this now for like half an hour. I'm going to take care of that over there for now. Okay, the only one I know where it actually goes is this one here because it still says Control 03 on it.
No.
What are you? I am the controller. Again, I don't have any Windex. Damn it. Okay, yeah, this is just like sits over there. What are you? C8. You know what? No. No, I'm not even going to look up the different, like, minors and majors of the keyboard. No, it's embarrassing. I'm completely inept when it comes to keyboards. And the fact I don't know where the keys are. I have no musical talent.
Yeah, I remember that one video that you made. No, not that one.
Which one? Oh, that one with the DX7.
The DX7. You're like, this is what? Half an hour.
I take all of my inspiration from Vice City's Synth and Son.
This is a mad cookie.
Angry cookie. Hey, give me one of those. Yeah. Hey, it's backwards.
They're good. I didn't know that.
That's it. I need a refund. Quality control check. Give me another one, please.
Oh,
Three? Oh, man. Oh, another defect. What the heck is this?
What the heck is this?
It's only half the cookie.
I mean, look at this one.
Man, this is like the Chernobyl of cookies. What's going on with these things?
Why do you think that they're a big box?
Because Dollarama.
Yep. The cheapest of cookies.
Great, now I have 80s chords stuck in my head. Man, this sucks.
You think that's bad? Try peeling apart the entire Mac keyboard.
That was your divine punishment. I don't know why you decided to go ahead with that.
Oh, want to know something funny?
What?
See these white keys up here?
Mm-hmm.
They're specific to each Mac.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep. So the brightness keys are actually over here on the newer Macs.
Mm-hmm.
So all the keys, I was gonna make that entire keyboard black originally,
and then you realize that some of the keys are like, oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Panic. So the panic sets in.
Yeah, look at your mother's Mac and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, it might.
Well, she has a wireless keyboard.
Oh yeah, I know. It'll still be the same thing though. It'll be the same layout.
Oh.
The only thing that stays the same with every single Mac ever is escape and the drive open button reside here.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously with the newer Macs, this is the power button.
Oh. Well, that's a problem.
Oh, no. No, I lied. Something else got put right there. I don't think it was an F13. It goes all the way... Yeah, F12. I probably just removed it.
Oh, you keep your drink outside?
Yeah, it's still pretty cool outside.
Oh, man. What have I done? Oh, God, no.
You're just gonna start singing something and you get demonetized.
Oh, God. I don't know what I would say at that point there. That means either I have the golden voice to mimic someone else, or the fact that YouTube was like, actually, I don't monetize, but they'll give me like some sort of like content strike, and you're like, hey, what? Seriously? But what? I'm suffering because I don't get monetized, but then again, I don't get the viewership. I need more viewers.
You need more viewers so that you can monetize and get better cameras.
I don't want to monetize because then YouTube goes down on me like at a totally different stance for everything I do. Plus, if I enable monetization, suddenly they're going to freak out about a bunch of like... A lot of my older videos predate the Content ID Aware system. A couple of them did end up vanishing over the years simply because I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work, or they said, yeah, you can't do this anymore. But once you enable monetization, like, everything seems to change.
Remember, you can enable monetization on a per video basis. So if you see that a video is doing well, and you do want to monetize it in the future, you monetize it.
I only have one video that's ever, like, given me any level of, like, blazing success, though. You can see it. It's still a giant spike on my overall.
Was that the train runs over?
No, that was Skyway. Seriously, that's the only one that's ever given me massive views. That was an overnight success. To like, I woke up the next morning and it was like, oh, I see. I'm getting phoned by like global news.
Oh
like,
yeah, that one. Yeah, that was beautiful.
That was cool. The thing is, I had nothing to follow up with, and I've totally missed a couple of years there, so I can't even do like a nice linear like. I can't do it again.
Could do something like that
So
again.
much work.
I mean, we just need the time and money to be able to spend like a week in Vancouver.
Well, even the last 2 years was hard because there was so much smoke, so I couldn't get the proper like matching environment each time.
Just wait for it to rain in Vancouver.
But then it ruins the linearity. Every time I've done it, it's been around 2 p.m. in like July on a sunny day, with next to no clouds.
No, you do it right after it rains. That drags down the smoke, and you wait for a lot of the sidewalks.
You're assuming rain here, buddy. It gets dry.
Vancouver always rains.
Amazingly, there are times when we don't get much rain there.
I think the entire weekend that we were there, it was all rain.
No. It was fine 2 days. It was that first day we showed up and it was like still raining. The next day it was like...
And the roads were still wet by the time we left, though.
That's fine.
Well, that's Vancouver for you.
Well, remember, it's still spring.
No, it sure is. Give me a sec.
No one is ever going to notice that I'm totally fudging this right now. Oh god, stop it. It's like 1, 2, 3. Another one of those. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh god. What are you doing in there? Oh! Why did you go the long way around?
I don't know. Why is my life the long way around?
Ooh, the long way. Oh. Because you don't want to be shortchanged? I don't know.
Oh, that happens often. Short change. More like no change. Wait, where are your speakers even reside for your system?
Which
There's
two there. There's a one in the center underneath there. And there's the 2 surround speakers here. And then down there's the subwoofer.
What is this Archer thing for?
Huh? Which Archer thing? So my Betamax unit there has MTX audio output. So that there decodes it. So you can do, like, for example, second audio programming. Or I believe even hi-fi.
Hi-fi.
Yeah. Hey, that was a thing. It's kind of nice.
Hi-fi is the word used throughout the years with audio. Like, I have a hi-fi setup. That means that my setup can go 50 to 2,000 hertz. Meanwhile, over the years, that has just become nothing. The entire spectrum of hearing.
High fidelity.
Yes. That's probably not what it actually means. But, well, what really even defines what a hi-fi setup is?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember. At the very least, you get stereo? I don't believe there's
mono hi-fi.
You know what? I think there was mono hi-fi. If it does refer to like the actual audio range, mono hi-fi sounds totally right because it's not just 2 channels of high range; it's 1 channel. Which sure, that's fine.
You know, it's funny. We've sort of hit like a hard limit to where we can get with audio and digitization of audio.
All right, here comes the audiophile talk.
No. Meanwhile, video supersedes everything. Like every single year, it's like, oh yeah, we have 1080p, we have 4K. Oh, by the way, we have 32K now. It's like, At what point do we just like stop counting the K's?
When you start counting how many zeros are on those vacuum tubes you need in your amp. $5,000 for a pair of outputs. That's insane.
Alright, if there's one thing that I probably won't get into being an audio nerd, and that is probably tube audio. Unless I just have tons of money to burn.
Oh, I've totally done this wrong.
Are all the keys labeled? Here, I'm just gonna grab one. Oh, they are labeled.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know. The thing is, they weren't in arrangement when I put them in there. So I'm like, well, what the hell's going on in here? Actually, let's see, where's A? A.
I mean, you could just look up the scale. Look at a text document.
Yeah, right. Okay, I have... Yeah, there's 2 A3s here, so that idea goes out the window. There's 3 A3s here, so that goes completely out the window. But my question is, what the hell's up with the gaps here? I've done something wrong.
So is this a matched together computer then? I mean,
keyboard? I have no idea. I kind of needed that, you know.
It had turned off. Here, I'll unlock it again for you. There. Oh, it doesn't actually lock on its own. Here, just make sure that they prop up against.
Sure.
Maybe this too much. Oh, that's something that we should look up under the microscope.
What, laser disc? I've already... It's actually a good one. How have I...
Maybe we can see the...
Oh, I see. Oh, huh.
Maybe we can see the glue layer separating.
How did I not see this before?
Wow.
They're like slightly different sizes. Like, look at this one and this one here. You can see how it's slightly different. That's why my gaps are all screwy.
Well, I could have told you that. I mean, all these keys are, like, just all over the place. Wait, are all these springs different as well?
These here? No. Thank God.
Okay, good.
There was a moment of panic. I was like, oh God, I've made a horrible mistake even worse. Nope, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
we're good. Whew. Let me verify, actually. Maybe... E4. Is there an E6 here? There is. I see you smirking. Why is... oh! Was that... Uh-oh. How is... Oh, it's broken off. That's why. Have I broken it? There. There. You having fun?
Yeah, I always have fun.
Kids these days. There. And there. These are all the same. You damn power saving. Just give me the MagSafe and plug it in, damn it. Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Gotta frickin' stop going into power saver mode.
You know, fellas, the second users of propane next to trailer parks are crematoriums. You've seen that video, right?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God, it's great. Koth edits are both sad and disturbing, but at the same time, oddly enjoyable. Okay, we're just going to start this over again. And I've already screwed it up. There. Those are 2 different sizes. This is stupid.
How about computer sleeps never? Ooh. Your computer may use more energy with these settings. I'm like, as long as it's connected to the power adapter,
computer.
I don't care. So since this thing does use a CFL, I'm gonna make the display go to sleep after 30 minutes.
Sure. Yeah, these are different.
Or CCFL.
These are all...
Oh, they're all...
I should have really looked at the encoding before I went much further on this.
This is when you just take a marker and you
It's
do
like
this.
B4 D6. Yeah, congratulations. I didn't do that. I'm stupid. This key's cracked actually. You know what I'm gonna do before it's too late? Can I? Yeah, it goes through to the other side.
You have the white plastic for that?
Hmm?
Oh, you're just gonna paint it with some glue?
Cyanoacrylate.
Yes. Oh, that's super glue.
Yep.
I did not know that.
It's crazy glue in a brushable form. It's great. I love it. For all those times where you just like you want to dab it but you don't want to work it, and this has the brush. It's in my eyes right now. The fumes. There we go. But it's great because you can just kind of brush it into place. I've had stuff that came in shattered, like the MDT, the broken corner there. I ended up just having to like carefully glue that back together.
Yeah.
And the brush is really handy there because you're just like brush, brush, brush. Okay, so let's try this again. We're gonna go with a small one. Is that gonna fit? No. Let me tell you, this is a very clean burn in hell. That's not it either. Come on. There. Wait a minute, they're both G2. No, they're not G2. So odd. And where does that G2 go? Right there.
That's where you get the microscope and you look at the minuscule differences between the
Well, the thing is, I can just barely see these minuscule differences. So you're like, ah! Okay, 1, 2, and then U.
1, 2, U.
And then U.
Just looking.
Stuff.
Most definitely.
Dun, dun. Right there. And
I know that you added in this light thing, but
yeah,
it seems like there's the same amount of overall light.
yeah, that's the problem with these LEDs. I've seen to have hit just a point where where the overall brightness isn't changing. It's just shadows.
This one, oh, this one does have a switch. Can I try?
Flip it. I made sure to get only ones with switches because then you can turn them on or off.
Actually, no, that's actually pretty decent amount of light change.
Alright.
Yeah, I just hadn't noticed before. It gives you more more lighting in the frontal area, like the microphone was unlit before.
Oh, this here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also casting shadows right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting rid of shadows is a really difficult thing to do.
Oh, the shadows behind me here? Well, that's more of a case like I have this lighting here, which is supposed to be backfill lighting. It works better, but again, because this is 5000K and that's 3200K, or actually, I think it's, yeah, I believe that's 3200K as opposed to like 4000. But the problem is that if I don't set my white balance right, either I blow out as way too orangey, or behind me goes way too blue.
Looking like Orange Shrek.
Something like that. It's all about layers.
Flaring those lights.
Need a proper workspace. The other thing is also like, yeah,
Washing.
Steel Battalion controller. Man, that thing is crazy. It was a good game, but so expensive.
What, because of all the controllers and stuff?
You know where I got that controller?
Where?
The dumpster.
Where?
That was Vancouver. That was in the garbage at some place in Vancouver. My boss came in and said, "Here, John, you'll love this." And I was like, "Holy crap, it's a Steel Battalion controller."
Neat.
And then I was like, "Yo, I need a copy of Steel Battalion." So he dug around and he came up with a copy. And I had my Xbox and I played it for him. It was good. Like, all the controls serve an actual function within the game.
There's no key combos because every key is its own key.
Uh-oh, what's going on here?
There's a little bit of that. Oh yeah, never mind. There's F1.
Why are you not... Oh, I see. Me panicking for no reason here, pardon me. Okay. That one already has enough spring in it. 1, 2, 1, 2, and another one for 3. Yes! Getting the knack of it. Every time. The DX7 was just as much of a pain in the ass because it was dismantled for months while I was getting keys replaced on it. Because there were these marks, like when I got the unit, I couldn't help but notice there was like a set of broken or missing keys here and a set of broken or missing keys here. And it totally looked like someone just went BAM! And just trashed that. But it's working now.
Probably awful children.
Awful children? That keyboard is the kind of thing, if you're awful children and, like, break it, oh, God, I'd hate to be those children.
Yeah.
1, 2, something like that. Remember, breaking your hipster dad's synthesizer is grounds for, oh, God, protected child services. Don't make me call child services on you. No, Daddy, no. Something about threatening your kids with child services. What do you do to instill that kind of fear into your kids? Not so much like the implication of violence, but just having the government get involved. Either that means that you're an amazing parent and you're using that as like, you'll never have fun again, or you've managed to put something into their head where they're just so like, what? Anyways.
Oh, with that, I think that my dad told me when I was younger, he's like, we're going to put you on Kid eBay.
Kid eBay?
Basically.
What the hell? Your father.
Something like that. It was a joke. Yeah, whenever we're doing, like, bad stuff, it's like, don't make me, like, put you up on Kid eBay or
That's
whatever.
just as bad as what I just said.
I know. What,
Oh,
you mean
man.
your parents didn't do that to you?
No.
Okay.
It's one of those arguments. Ha ha ha! You remember how your parents did this? They're like, no, we. What the hell? And you're like, it clues into you amongst all your friends. You're like, oh crap, this was maybe something I should have not talked
I think
about.
that this was a Clearwater thing.
God.
It was a funny joke that went around with all the parents.
You keep this up. You keep this up. We're gonna send you to dun 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 Prince George. Ah!
What's so bad about Prince George?
What is there good about Prince George?
I mean,
It's like Williams Lake, but Williams Lake is like the crackhead overflow for Prince George.
Is this Matrox unit plugged in?
Nope.
Right.
That there is like the Sony View system in that it is an EIDS system, but this was the direct competitor for DARPA funding. And that Matrox unit won the DARPA contract for the EIDS system, which after it was all said and done, tested and proven, the government was like, yeah, we're not going to do this.
That sucks. It's like, oh yeah, we spent years working on this thing, and it's like, no.
Well, it backs up what I think someone on Reddit once mentioned, where it said, yeah, I remember this, it was used by, like, my training corps for, like, a tank program or something like that. And that's what EIDS was. Yes, that's the jog dial. I have an amazing, 301 DVD player. It'll do double-sided discs as well.
Oh wait, that's CD and DVD. I thought that
That's
was
CD,
just
DVD, and video disc. Or VCD.
I thought that that thing was just CD.
No. No, not at all. The one below it is CD only.
Yes.
It's great because I don't actually have to touch any of my DVDs.
Nice. Because all your DVDs are in your system.
Yes. Well, actually, no. Like, you look at it, it'll actually let you build a catalog index where you can, like, arrange DVDs. It has, like, a little thumbnail to indicate what it is. It's really, really cool. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Why are you not fitting?
I really do wish that with YouTube that you could use music as long as the entire focal point of the video isn't the music. I wish that there was...
It makes my life really hard. Because you, like, even, like, Tech Mode and all of them have run into instances where, like, it's like a Laserdisc or it's a demonstration that was made, like, 30 going 40 years ago now. And you'll upload it, and then as you're verifying your settings, you'll notice that it's, like, said, oh, there's a content match in this section here, and you're like, well, shit, now I gotta go and remove that.
Yeah, and you'll just see in the video, there'll just be a big blank space of air. It's like, sorry, I had to cut this out because YouTube content.
Well, that was the thing for Vintage CG. There was, like, Cranston Suri and, like, all of those companies, like, they would make their CGI demo tapes, and they would just dub audio onto them. And back then, who gave a damn? You basically were giving that tape out to vendors to say, we do this graphics and here's the background music, whatever. But that's changed. You can't do that with YouTube.
Yep. Meanwhile, you know, putting the artist and everything into the description isn't enough for people to go find that artist and find that cool music. Like, it's almost like music sharing as a medium, or like showing people music that you like is just a dead medium.
Well, the other thing that worries me, like, I do use the whole, like, you can, like, search in the name of the band or, like, the music or whatever it is, and we'll tell you what the current licensing is on it, or something like that. Mm-hmm. But one, I have music which isn't in that, which I can't find in that system because it's like the Channel 5 introduction music. Like, you have no idea this, like, what the name of the track is, other than that if you upload it, CBS gets pissy. And then there's the other stuff which isn't, like, in the system at all. Like, you'll upload it, YouTube doesn't complain, it's not on their databases, no one's going to complain about it, and then suddenly 5 years down the road, you get this, like, takedown and copyright strike for something, you're like, well, what the hell?
So, in that searchable thing, it says, oh, by the way, all of these are susceptible to change at any time.
Yeah, which screws me over. That's why I don't use background music in any of my videos. Because, well, one, the whole, like, YouTube's like, even their canned music they have is crap. Like, I basically have to go and find someone to do music for me. At which case there, though, that's money which I should really be putting towards cameras.
Yep.
What do you want? Do you want dead silence in the music when I'm working? Or do you want to see what the hell I'm doing?
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see about that. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on SoundCloud that is usually labeled as no copyright.
Was it SoundCloud? I forget where it was. Tokyo Police Force, like, put a bunch of music up. And it's a band, not the actual Tokyo Police Force. And I remember, it might have even been Groove Shark. It might have actually been SoundCloud. But Tokyo Police Force one day got a message saying, hello, we'd like to report that the account named Tokyo Police Force has been distributing your music without your authorization. Mm-hmm. So this is like, the Twitter post came up, and it was like, thank you, it had to have been SoundCloud, for notifying us that we were distributing music on our channel.
Thanks.
Like, sometimes it's so automated and canned. 2-3-2-2-3-2-3. Okay, so there's one more to go on this.
3-2-3-2-2-3.
Are you better at piano than I am?
No.
Okay.
Because you actually know what piano is. I've never played piano before.
I'm sorry, I still giggle when someone says pianist. You have a fat guy that's sitting behind the keyboard, and you're like, ha ha ha, your pianist is so big.
You're so bad. That's awful.
It's like you go to a Carnegie, something at the Carnegie Hall, Elton John. You're just kind of like sleazy 70s clothing, like jazzy music. Hello there, I'm here to see your pianist. 1, 2, 3, dun dun. Where the hell are you? There you are. Almost done.
You know what's hilarious about bringing it back to having music in videos? Even if you have 10 seconds of music, they claim the entire video.
There's that too, yes.
You know, if I play 10 seconds, they should only get access to about 1% of the
I understand fair use to a certain amount. Like, if you have a piece of audio that's like 15 seconds long, and the total song length is like 5 minutes, Who gives a hoot that someone other than you is playing it without licensing? It's not the whole song. Like, it's not even a hit clip. Remember those hit clips? Those are like 45 seconds of audio.
Yeah, on a little piece of crappy flash.
Yes.
Like 8 megabit.
But 15 seconds, like, that's just about nothing. Sure, there's a precedent that's being set here. I understand that. But 15 seconds in practically, in almost all instances, is not a problem at all. Because most, like, even, like, look at, like, meme responses. That stuff's usually under 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So happy that we're almost done here.
Remember when YouTube was free and roaming and you could upload all the music that you want and you'd never get in trouble for it?
There's still a lot of that.
Uh-huh.
Like, you dare have yourself, like, 10 seconds of Daft Punk, and yet you're gonna have someone who has, like, the full album that's up, and it's been there. I remember way the hell back when Google Video was a thing. The Pirates of Silicon Valley was on Google Video. Right up until, like, 2008 or 2009. It was there for so long. It's a good movie, too, by the way. That was also back in the days when you could still right-click the movie and save as.
Yeah, you can't do that on YouTube anymore.
No, you have to use other programs.
I love how YouTube is like, we know you're going to download our video, but we're going to make it as hard as possible for you.
YouTube DL's doing okay right now.
YouTube DL works pretty well.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Gonna have to use you now.
Sure.
Who's that contacting against? I'm sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Alright. No cookies.
Did I glue the... Oh, no. You're kidding me. Okay, no. Okay. There's a moment of panic there where I was like, I glued this on backwards. What is this rubbing against? Say nothing.
I wasn't.
Preemptive strike. What is that? Like, I can hear it hitting something.
Oh, so can I. Maybe try attaching the spring. Maybe it's doing that because the spring is attached.
Is it this? Hold on. It's got a bell end. Yeah, it's that. Okay.
Was it rubbing up against the stopper?
It's rubbing against the sides of the bumper, so it's as if. Oh, I see. Hold on a second. I gotta grab my new file. Where are they? Are you kidding me? Oh, there they are. Crappy little made in China files are amazing. Because you run into stuff like this and you're like, sure. Right in the eye. Ow.
And here I was thinking that the glasses were supposed to help with that.
You never notice that? Wait, you don't wear glasses, right?
I don't.
No, you're like walking in the rain or something like that, and you get like splashed with water. And even though you're like looking upwards slightly, the water somehow manages to get behind your glasses onto the inside, and you're like, well, damn it.
How does this happen?
Time. Yeah, exactly. It's like, how? Physics doesn't work that way.
Maybe it splashes the glass, it splashes your eye, and then splashes back into the inside of the glass.
Why does that not line up? Let's just try this one over here. Still not line up? Man, that's a huge gap. What the hell? That's what she said.
Episode not brought to you by Ocean Spray.
What?
I said episode not brought to you by
What does
Ocean
that even mean?
Yeah, look at the thing on the counter.
Oh, yeah, the drink.
Drank.
Not brought to you... No. Freaking Jollibee. Wasn't brought to you by, but I went over there and bought it.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, and everyone was like, everyone over at VCF was like, oh, you went to Duterte Burger. And I was like, that's horrible. Like, why doesn't anybody else like it? And it's like, because the food's gross. And I'm like, it's chicken, bruh.
It is chicken.
This is like, okay, first off, I'm traveling from Canada to the United States. And I'm going for chicken. Now, sure, I could go to, like, Church's or Kentucky Fried. But that doesn't make any sense. I can go to get that almost anywhere I want in Vancouver. And then you run into, like, Filipino food. And then suddenly you're like, you know what? We're going to make this, like, double exotic. Not just as in an American chain. 10 o'clock. Jesus. We've been at this for over an hour. Not only am I going to the United States for food, but I'm getting food in the United States from the Philippines.
It's what we need.
Okay, there we go. That's fine now. It's such a huge gap. It seems like there's something wrong here. Whatever. Yes. Yes.
Piano.
Yes. MIDI controller. If I wanted to, I could plug this into the Emacs and, like, put some horrible crass sample on that.
Like that?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we could just rip that right from the camera.
Oh, man. There are so many existing samples for the Emacs. It is great. No, that's right. Oh my god, it's like the last couple of keys and you're like, oh, they're all there. They all fit. Except for that one.
Oh no.
Oh no, huh?
Oh, I know.
Oh no. Oh no. And then springs.
Springs.
Awkward silence.
My friend just bought like so many microphones.
Can he stop buying microphones?
I think.
Oh, now I know why this smells weird. There's Armor All on this. How about actually he sends me some microphones?
Yeah, from Australia, sure.
Sure. I could carbon disc microphones everywhere.
All of them.
Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Yep. Why is it not fitting? Hold on a sec here.
This is going to be like one of those awful puzzles.
You shut up for a second.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm doing something wrong here. I know I'm doing something wrong here. 1, 2, 3. Why are you not fitting? Did I think I see my problem. I certainly do not see my problem. How? How have I done this? Okay, that actually fits. That physically is supposed to go there, and it doesn't fit. Oh. How? How? Okay, I'm gonna move. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna move those two out of the way and put that one in the middle. And I know that goes there. So F1 here goes over there. Suddenly it fits. Okay, so it's like the plastics themselves, even though they're all listed as the same part numbers, is not right. That's too tight, so... Oh my god. Still, no. What do you even have here? It's supposed to be a B4. What if we put in E7? No, it's no good. How have I managed this? Unless... like, everything is going wrong right now.
Don't you just love it when the last piece of the puzzle just doesn't fit?
Oh my god. I can see, like, how the puzzle goes together, and for some reason it's not working. What am I doing wrong here? It's something to do with the fact that... okay, hold on. I see my problem. 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2.
So you decided it would be a great idea to not look at the guide. You're like, I need that.
You can shut up.
You're like, hey, I still need that.
Like, something's not coming together here. What is wrong? Oh man, what is wrong?
I think that the computer's just looking at you, mocking you at this point.
Hey, computer, shut up. I gotta think about this one for a second now.
Well, it's another 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna do this for 30 minutes. This is dumb. 3, 2, 3. Okay, so I can specifically see... wait, that doesn't make sense then. It still doesn't fit. Unless...
that it doesn't
This is stupid. Okay, let's try an A3. There, that fits. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is where my complete lack of knowledge is failing me right now.
Welcome to the puzzle. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Oh my god. That is by no means the way this works. Okay, I gotta... yeah. Oh man, let me think here. So that goes...
I mean, I would just look at the spacing of each of these black keys and see which spacing doesn't align with the other ones.
like, I feel like that's supposed to be correct there, but one of these keys are in the wrong spot now. No. I remember this gapping. These gappings, they were made for me. This is... okay. C5... I've made such a horrible arrangement here. I'm not sure how I did this. This is embarrassing now. Should I even upload this now that I'm done?
Who knows?
Like, that's close. And then I'm going to move this over here now, and... oh, it clears it. Okay. Does that mean if I put this over here, it no longer clears it?
Friggin' diagram.
The diagram doesn't have this up here.
Yes, but is the spacing the same?
No. Or at least you can see how the spacing works here, and then this is too close. Nope, that's... yeah. Like, you see these here?
Mm-hmm.
Slightly different.
Wow, I have no words.
I'm a terrible person. That's what.
Not necessarily.
Look for extra large gap. Right there. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes! I did it! I solved the frickin' puzzle. My god, it's like playing Myst all over again. You're like, yes!
No!
Okay, now
Yes!
I put the stupid springs in. Just like that.
Yay. Would you like some help?
Nah. I need this tool to get them in. They just kind of hook in.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean? Why? What am I doing wrong here?
You're not doing anything wrong.
Okay. And yes, that spring is supposed to be lower. You'll notice that on the...
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm saying that I could do this all with my fingers, but I'll let you do it your way.
They're all greasy and oily.
Oh, this would be the first time that I've had to get machine grease on my fingers.
Oh my.
Well, I mean, the Makerspace has a big industrial sewing machine. It sits.
Did we ever get that thing running again?
Oh, it works.
Okay.
It works perfectly fine. Yeah, it sits in a pan of oil.
Yeah, that's fine. That's industrial sewing machines
I know.
for you.
I'm well aware. I wonder how hot that oil gets when it's under constant use.
The oil itself should not get hot, and if it is getting hot, it implies like stupidly high friction, which implies other major problems. The only time I've ever seen oil get hot is like in hydraulic situations.
Alright.
And the oil in that is not being used hydraulically.
Beautiful.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And now, the 7 o'clock news.
And the keys are all clean now, too.
Yes, so it all goes together and it looks presentable. It looks nice. It looks pretty. Plug it into the FB01 and see if it makes horrible noises or something.
Do you have MIDI to USB?
MIDI to USB? No.
Aw.
That's why I have legit sound blasters. I have physical MIDI ports. Or, well, I have a game port that is physical MIDI. The one thing I don't like about the Audigy, or the Audigy 2ZS Platinum, is that I have lost the MIDI ports on the front of the machine. With the Sound Blaster Live 128, I had, they looked like two small mini DIN ports, but they were actually, you needed a little adapter and it gave you MIDI right there on the front of the machine. Which is great back when that was relevant, but these days, who the hell uses MIDI in games?
Yep.
Well, besides the chiptune people and, the retro people, but you don't see AAA games using that.
Well, I mean, you do. It's just that most of those keyboards now just have USB on the back.
There's that too.
Yeah, if you're looking to buy a keyboard in the 21st century and you want MIDI, you don't have that port.
Hilarious. That's why most people stick to this older. The thing is with this here, I can attach it to any modern.
MIDI is awesome.
I know. I can attach this to any. I can attach to any synthesizer. I can attach it to other keyboards and use their internal synthesizers.
Another thing about MIDI. You heard about MIDI 2.0, right?
Yeah, I heard about that. What the hell's up?
That was just going to be USB.
Thing is, I don't like there's
awful.
There's applications where I really think USB is a poor advancement. I know with lab equipment, for example, it went from GPIB, i.e. 488/HPIB, whatever the hell you want to call it, to Ethernet and USB.
Yeah.
Now I do understand that GPIB is old. That's 70s tech right there. But you don't need high-speed data there. It's just it's being a control bus. And even when it is handling data, it's not handling massive amounts of it.
I would not... Some lab equipment will get close to how fast the USB 2.0 spec can get.
Yes, but when you're for example, you have an oscilloscope which is monitoring voltage rails that are being controlled over the same system. You basically, from the controller, you're doing logging, you're doing device control, and you're getting feedback over the same data bus.
Well, yeah. But what sort of data bus would replace GPIB? Or GPIB?
Not much, really. Well, even look at modern scopes. A lot of them require intense processing power and therefore are with just PCs. Because they are. A lot of them, all the major hardware is now on external cards.
Yeah. So this thing just goes right back together now?
Yep. Let me just give it another wipe here.
Now we just need to dance across the keyboard like it's Home Alone? I can't remember which movie.
I have a rollout keyboard somewhere. It's like a rubber membrane, Matt.
And it's...
There was actually one of those large walking, non-light-up keyboards at Value Village. I wanted to buy it, but it didn't have a MIDI interface. I was like,
Wait,
well,
does yours have a MIDI interface?
The one I have is only like this big. It's basically this side, but it's a roll-up mat.
Oh.
It's like it has no touch sensitivity or anything like that. It's
those.
absolute bare minimum.
I've seen those before.
But it does have MIDI.
You know what we need to do at the Makerspace?
What?
We need to make like a giant acrylic keyboard, and then we need to make it MIDI, so that we can play MIDI drums by dancing on the keys.
Well, I just use the Rock Band controllers. Remember, I've already done that once. Before realizing, man, I am a terrible drummer. Compared to that guy in the Creative Product Keys commercial.
Yes. I love Japan. I believe that's Japan anyways.
I don't remember.
Probably. And your cable's being snagged in the back.
You're a snag. Oh, I don't think I've even plugged them in correctly. I didn't mark them again. Damn it.
Windy outside.
Yep. You can hear the tarp on the camera.
Oh, well, I can hear the tiny little speaker on there. It's just like...
Okay.
Wish. Oh, did you set the mic gain for this? Or anything?
I turned some level of volume up on that microphone. I have no idea what it's going to turn up as.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we might just go and just be like, cool, okay. Yeah.
Zero audio.
Time lapse. How the hell did I plug this in?
Time-lapsing does actually seem like one of the better options to do with this video. I mean, unless you want to publish an hour, 30-minute long video. Actually, it's longer than that.
I don't know. YouTube viewer hours? I got no clue here. Ah! Stop it! Christ's sake. I'm trying to figure out... Wait a minute. How does... Oh. So if I do that and that, it doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm just gonna... Should have marked these. I really should have marked these. Either way, all that's gonna happen here is that it's just gonna be the keyboard arrangement's wrong. So I just gotta basically swap one connector around for the other.
Alright. Do you have a power adapter for this?
Nope.
Voltages?
It does list the voltage on it, thank God.
Good.
But for now, it's just gonna be put back together, and I'm gonna be happy.
No testing today?
Nah.
Alright.
Getting late. Yeah, that's wrong, but I'm just gonna say that's close enough for tonight. Anyway. There's a reason I have an award at my ass, or an award at my ass? No, I have an award at my desk called the Half-Assed Award.
Who gave it to you?
I found it actually on a shelf, and it was like a little company joke that was called the Half-Assed Award. But I keep on trying to get rid of it, and people are like, no, John, this is totally yours. And I'm like, I don't do anything, I don't need this. It's like, you deserve this. So, yeah, I'm stuck with it. Yo, bro, give me a cookie.
Your cookie.
Yes. Cookie and a quarter. I do love how there's actual controls as well here for me to arrange and configure the unit from this. Like, I can set which MIDI channel I want, aftertouch velocity, and all that jazz. And there's even a keypad over here for some reason.
Neat. Probably different modes or something.
You ever watch Big Clive's videos?
Mm-hmm.
You see the one where he took apart an electrical safety blowaway switch? Or a safety blowaway unit?
I don't remember that one.
Basically, it was a device that he was told that, like, in the event of an overload or a lightning strike, it's supposed to physically, like, blow itself apart to separate open the electrical circuit and prevent arcing. Yes.
There's the last cookie. The rest is just crumbs.
No. Do you remember that video?
I do not.
Okay. Anyways, he takes it apart carefully, wearing, like, safety gloves and glasses, all this, because obviously it's explosive. And he can't figure out exactly, like, he's looking through it, he sees a little block of graphite inside of it, which is the current's obviously doing something with, and he just kind of assumes that the heavy load will cause the graphite to burn, and that opens the circuit. So he tests it, yeah, it definitely does that, and it's just kind of like it's nothing really all that special. So it's like, well, this sucks. Well, I have another one here. Let's just put the whole thing together and give it a dead short and see what it does. So he does that and closes it. Now I want to point out he didn't look at the other side, which contained a blank 22 round. So this thing goes into a dead short, activates, the 22 round goes off, the thing blows apart in two directions across his desk, and a loud bang goes off. And he's like, huh, well, that was unexpected.
What is this called again?
It's like a giant safety switch or exploding switch or something like that. I'd have to double check on the YouTube video. But yeah, it's Big Clive, like exploding switch or something like that.
Opening an explosive 11 kilovolt disconnector.
Yes, that's it. It was a disconnector.
Alright, we will be watching this after.
The video is extremely lengthy, like the good meaty part of it. I can see the ribbon cable covering over a screw hole here. I gotta open this again.
At this point, if you were going to be working on it another day, I would
just tape the screw down somewhere. I will lose that screw.
I would tape all the screws to the machine and hold it shut with painter's tape.
One, I will lose that screw, and two, I have a million projects already as it is that are scattered about like that. I don't want another one. If we actually get stuff cleaned tomorrow, I'll try and show you that Phillips tape machine there. There's another project there which is in that current state. The only thing that indicates how exactly it goes back together are some photos on my camera and like a quick drawing. That is a mix of germanium transistors and vacuum tubes that record to 1-inch videotape. That machine is extremely heavy, and I have never found another one online in North America. They all seem to be in Dutchy land.
What sort of tape today?
It's the one you see. Look, get up, stand up. You see that square Sony cartridge or that Sony carrier back there with the blue knob? It's on the tape. It's on the back shelf with the DVDs.
Oh yeah.
That thing. You want to carefully grab it. You can take a look at it.
I'll do that later.
Okay, yeah, that's 1-inch videotape.
Nice. Is it a high-speed unit?
High speed in what sense?
Does the tape run through the machine at a high speed?
Somewhat, yes.
All right.
I'll show you. I'll give you a demo. I'll show you that as well.
Cool.
It's like Philips EL3400, 3700. The tube. I have it marked in the tube diagram. And I missed a screw. I missed a couple screws. Where are we at now? I got like 5 minutes to wrap this up.
What, is the hard drive almost full?
Yeah. The heat is on, buddy.
I got 5 minutes to wrap this up. My hard drive is almost full. Does it beep at you when the hard drive fills?
No, it just stops.
That's awful.
So you're like, uh-oh. Shit. This dragged on for so long. Ugh. I just gotta make sure that the ribbon cable isn't in the way again. It is. Damn it! Yo, I see you. Get out of the way. There's that. There's that. Whoop. There you go. You go to like junk shops and flea markets and stuff like that looking for old computers and electronics and stuff and make videos. And you call it 8-bit fleas. You get this angry phone call from some pretentious guy in a blue shirt and glasses saying, "Hi, you can't use that name. It conflicts with my YouTube channel." That's great, dear. Welcome to the internet.
Oh, great.
I kind of like that one. Either that or it means that like you don't want to know what 16-bit fleas are.
I don't know, fleas.
Yeah. What do you call a disposable flea? 1-bit flea. Three minutes. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. I am running out of space.
How many gigs is that drive?
I think it's like a 40 gig drive.
So you made 40 gigs of footage.
Oh, well, there's a bunch of other recordings on there as well.
Have you dumped those yet?
I've already done that.
Alright, so you probably should have.
Well, once this is done, we'll dump that and do it. I think this is just going to go up like completely unedited. Because I don't want to edit this. I don't want to even keep a copy of this on my PC. It's going to eat up so much space.
Alright.
He says.
Well, we can let it take up space on Google servers.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure, like...
Wait, are you going to try and... I think...
Hmm?
That won't work, actually.
Why?
Is there just one file that it generates?
Oh, it's broken it up into 10-minute segments. I will have to... Okay, I'm going to have to dump it onto my computer just to drop them all into a linear fashion into, like, one Premiere session. Export it. We go to bed. It'll be ready by the morning.
Oh, you told me that you needed to export something last night.
And I forgot. Oh!
Can you do 2 exports at the same time? Without making your computer turn into a turbojet?
Premiere won't let me do that unless I had multiple instances of Premiere going here. Okay, there we go. I've missed a screw. There. I see it.
Has the recorder already stopped?
No. We have 1 minute. There. Son of a... Roland PC-200 Mark II MIDI keyboard controller. No synthesizer, just foot switch MIDI out and power. Whoa! We're done.
Okay.